I'm Lauren with Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Bellroy Passport cover, which I've been testing for the last 2 weeks. Let's dive in. The outside of this passport cover is pretty simple. Honestly, it looks a lot like other Bellroy wallets that they have, just like regular pocket size everyday wallets. But what's really nice about it is that it's like, in terms of passport wallets in comparison to other wallets or passport covers or something like that, it is pretty sleek and pretty small, but you get a decent amount of storage out of it. So the biggest thing is like this little loop here kind of gives you a little bit of space like as the wallet starts to pack out. And it's, if you don't have a lot of things in here, that can be a little bit big and a little bit overkill, but it will start to break in over time. This is a, like with the material that it is, it'll just sort to kind of develop a patina. We do have other Bellroy wallets that have just sort of like kind of gotten a little bit more flat as time goes on. So if that's, you know, a deal breaker for you, that's something to consider. We have a little Bellroy logo that is debossed there. And then the stitching on the sides here is pretty sleek. So I do have this little pocket on the outside completely open right now. However, it is sized for a passport. So if I open up the wallet like this, you can see there is a passport on this side. If I were, this is a passport size notebook. If I were to put this in here, you can see that it fits fine. You can also put like boarding passes or something here, but the pocket feels nice and tight. It feels kind of grippy. It's got like a, I don't know, this is kind of like a nylon-y material on the inside that just feels like it adds a little bit of grip. Feels nice and snug. I'm not really worried about anything that I have in here falling out, partially also because of that magnetic closure. So this, if I were to hold the wallet just completely on the top bit there and kind of give it a shake, you can see that it's not opening. But if you do start to overpack this wallet, it can open, just because like the more stuff you add into the back pocket, the harder it's going to be for this top bit to get a good closure. So that's something to keep in mind. In this right now, I do have a passport here, and then I have 3 cards in each of these slots. So these are little quick grab slots. I have, you know, ID, very clearly not my ID, but I have my ID there, or a ID there, and then 3 other cards in the other. So even though this says a passport, this is like technically a passport cover, it does feel a lot like a passport wallet, just because of how much stuff you can fit in here that's more than just your passport itself. Because we've seen some passport covers that are just straight up, they fit your passport and nothing else, or like maybe your boarding pass. But in here you can see I also have a spot to fit cash. They do say that this is like a hidden flap for folded bills and receipts. In my opinion, this isn't really that hidden. I mean, it stays pretty flush. Like if you open up the wallet like this, you know, if you have fewer bills than that, you might not be able to see it super well. But in my opinion, it's not necessarily hidden so much as it is just like tucked away and secure. This is also a wallet with RFID protection. So between all of the features here, I think what's nice about this is that it has a very sleek look to it, and it's a very minimal package without sacrificing the storage that you would want when you're traveling abroad and you just want to kind of keep all of your stuff in one place. Its packability is pretty solid too. So like I mentioned, this will start to break in over time and just start to feel a little smaller. It's not going to get like immensely smaller than this, but it is something worth noting. And then in terms of like pocket space, you can see with the back pocket, and these are women's pants, I have no problem fitting it in there. It sticks out a little bit, but it's not too bad. So, I mean, I would say front pockets like also fits, but not as comfortable. Also, like I put my leg up and I can't really like sit with it in that pocket. But if I needed to stick it in there, I definitely could. And it also has fit in every single bag that I've tested. I think what's nice about it is because it's just barely over the size of a regular size passport, that you're not really like, if you have space for a passport in a pocket, you might have space for this as well because it's not that much bigger. So that's nice for the packability. In terms of size, it's not the smallest passport wallet we've seen, but it's still pretty on par with others. So I have another Bellroy. This is a passport. This is their travel wallet, and this is designed to be an actual wallet, so it has more wallet functionality. Like this can fit 4 to 10 cards. It's got space for cash as well. You can see the cash slot here, and then like an additional divider pocket, and same RFID protection. So you've got like space for cards, space for you know, the actual passport itself. Like if I were to take it out of here, you can see it fits nice and easy in there. It's also got a pen, but in terms of size, it's pretty pretty on par. It would maybe, I guess you could say it's a little bit taller, and then it's maybe a little bit shorter on one side, but I would say they're pretty on par with each other. But if you are somebody who wants to treat your passport like carrier more as a wallet, then this is a really great option. If you only want to carry a few different things with your passport, or if you just carry only a few items in general, then this is a great option. Or if you're going somewhere more cash heavy, maybe go with more of like a wallet option from Bellroy. We also have the Allet wallet, which has space for 2 to 10 cards. On this side, this actually is filled with Tom's stuff. He uses this pretty much daily, and it has space for similar stuff to both of these as well, in addition to more like of a cash pocket. So in general, these are all pretty sleek and pretty small, so you can't really go wrong with any of them. It's just more of like an aesthetic and function for what you need. So there you have it, the Bellroy Passport cover. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.